You want to do voiceovers. Or do you? Are you absolutely sure that you want to break into this industry? Or are you perhaps in two minds? Hi, hello, I hope you're in fine voice. Now, I've had a rash of kind of inquiries over the last 2 or 3 weeks, I suppose it is, from people who've said to me, look, can you tell me more about voiceovers? How do you get into it? And so on. And I said, oh, you're interested in getting into voiceovers, are you? And this particular group of people have been saying, no, it's not for me. It's for a friend, or it's for a family member, or it's from a spouse or a girlfriend, boyfriend, so on, mum, dad. And I said, okay, right. And why do you think that particular person wants to do voiceovers? And they've come back and said, well, because they've got a lovely voice. So, of course, I've had to then say, look, let me assure you, it's not just about the sound of the voice. Just because your dad's got a lovely, deep, rich voice doesn't mean he can do voiceovers. Just because your girlfriend's got a sort of husky voice doesn't mean she can do voiceovers. It's about lots of things, not least being able to read the script and being able to get the words off the page. And then I've probed a little bit further and said, so they want to do voiceovers, do they? And the response has been, well, I don't know. I haven't even asked them, but I thought I'd contact you first and then contact them. Now I said, well, hang on a minute. Surely they would have expressed at least an interest, you hope, in doing voiceovers. And I said, oh, all right, leave it with me and I'll go and ask them if they want to do voiceovers. Now, of course, this is not the way to do it. And invariably, by the way, just to let you know, invariably they never get back to me. So obviously they've said to their dad or their mum, do you want to do voiceovers, mum or dad? They've gone, what? I don't even know what it is. Or, boyfriend and girlfriend, I think you should do voiceovers. Well, I don't. Do you? Do you? Really? I've never thought about it before. Now, just because you think somebody else would be a good fit for voiceovers because they've got a nice voice, in your opinion, doesn't mean they will be good for it. And it's very important that if you are yourself going to do voiceovers, that you want to do it. Or if you're going to nominate somebody else to do it, that they actually want to do it. Because you'll need that drive and that energy to get you through. If you've got a passion for voiceovers, or at least getting into the industry, even if you don't know anything about it, that will carry you through, because you'll have lots and lots of knockbacks. That's going to be happening to you. 9 times out of 10, you will fail the audition, possibly even more. And if you're failing auditions all the time, it's very demoralizing. So you need that drive and that energy, that enthusiasm to really do voiceovers, to carry you through, if you like, carry you through the bad patches. So that's very, very important. And if you're nominating somebody else just because you think they've got a good voice and they're thinking, well, I've never even thought about it before, but I'll give it a go, chances are they're not going to succeed. They're not going to succeed because they won't have that drive. Remember, they've got to set up recording from home. They've got to start applying for stuff. They've got to learn their craft. They've got to learn their art. They've got to learn how to do voiceovers. They've got to learn how to get words off the page and learn how to take direction from a client or a producer or whatever. So that all takes a lot of gumption, really, I think, and it takes a lot of interest in the voiceover industry to even consider doing it. So the next time you think to yourself, right, I'll nominate my friend, or I'll nominate my next door neighbour or whatever, or husband, wife, partner, whatever, for voiceovers because they've got a great voice. Just think twice, and before you even get to that stage, before you contact anyone to get more information about the voiceover industry, go and talk to that person first and say to them, look, you've got a great voice. Would you like to do voiceovers? Let's look into it further. And let's see if you genuinely will still want to do it when you know the pros and the cons of it. So I guess the takeaway from this is really, make sure you do want to do it. And if you are nominating someone else to do it, make sure they want to do voiceovers too. Otherwise, you probably, and they probably, aren't going to get anywhere. All right, thanks very much for watching today. Look after your voice and see you next time.